Right about now, we're going to start to change the pace and change the style.
So we're back. So now this is the visual version. We're gonna go over some game film here. But yes, I talk a little bit about Franz Wagner. Franz is killing it, man.
Bro, he's killing it. Well, bro, with Franz Wagner, the narrative last season coming into like the regular season was, can Franz really make that jump into becoming an NBA star? But it was a big question. Everyone was concerned about it, especially with how hot and cold he was during the postseason against Cleveland and the Olympics, where he had a bad ending to his Olympic series, right? So a lot of question was around him. Is Franz really the star that we were sold on from his rookie year, or he's just a high end role player? But this season so far, I have to give him credit. He's shown out big for the Orlando Magic with Paolo Banchero taking a while out. So the fact they were like, from what I wrote it on the 24th, since then it's been changed, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the current record is what, 9 and something, if I'm not wrong.
In the last 10 games, they're 9-1. So yeah, that's exactly what.
9-1.
Yeah, we're about to exactly go over some of that right here. But they're nine
Yeah.
and one.
So 9-1, he's been able to transform a lot of his game. I think his rebounding and passing abilities have really shown out with 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Franz Wagner has become a great scorer all around the court. And I think his 3-point shots were always kind of scary because he was one of the worst 3-point shooters in the league, but he's made improvements in that department where he's shooting 34%, kind of like a little below league average, but still like teams are gonna be much more mindful when he takes those threes instead of ignoring them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think he's also really good at the defensive end with his size and how he can use his body to defend players.
So now, yeah, we're gonna see Franz work the pick and roll, and yeah,
Yeah,
just the way he's moving around right now. Now notice like he's comfortable for a big guy in the paint. Now
yeah.
right here,
I
like
mean, dude.
now right here, right? Check him
Mm-hmm.
out right here. How he kind of just stays patient. This is a tight
Yeah.
space that he's in right now, and this is what he's really been working on this season, staying kind of patient, not creating turnovers. This is why they went 9-1 in their last 10.
Yeah, bro. I mean, dude, just look at the way he uses the pick and roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then look at an open Isaac off the cut. This is what you kind of need from the franchise. Your second option, the guy you paid 200 million for 5 years. This is what you need. These kind of developments in his game. And Franz has been able to do that. I think able is the way he uses those screens, especially with Goga setting them the screen, him coming off the screen and kind of passing it to his open guy, Jonathan Isaac, cutting to the basket.
Yeah, he kind of looked them off right there, and I'm telling you, man, this is one of the reasons why they went like 9-1 in their past 10 because he's gotten real comfortable using that big size that he has and getting
Yeah.
into the paint, like using that big size, getting into the paint, being comfortable, staying patient. Like he's displaying a lot of that throughout these past 10 games in the paint.
Yes. And the way him and Goga, they have great connections on the pick and roll. If you watch,
Yeah.
they have great chemistry on the pick and roll because that is like he knows how to get the floor open for his other swing player. I believe 23 on the Magic is the rookie, I believe. Tristan Silva, their younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
He does a good job in getting open based off the front screen. Can you play it one more time? Like, just look, he's in no man's land, but still the defenders, they're all focusing on Wagner because if he gets his floater, then that's an easy basket. So Tristan has a good shot to hit those shots.
Yeah, so again, he stays real patient in the paint using that size.
Yeah.
Like he's a great combination of good size and good just patience and just, look, he's comfortable in there. Look. And this is a no look. He kind of
Yeah.
looked at
You see, look.
he looked them open.
Yeah, because the defenders, like you see, Goa could hit the pick and roll, or he could drive in and get an easy layup or in a floater. But you said space, all that real estate with him, right? And Franz knows that, and he was able to dish it out. Like he knows how to use his body. He knows how strong he is. He could get to the basket easy. He's very crafty when it comes to getting to the basket, right? So Franz knows that I can get my teammates open. and that's what makes him such a great player.
All right, so right here, once again, him showing his patience, getting
Yeah.
into the paint. Like
I
just the
think
way,
once again it shows the chemistry between him and Goga, bro.
yeah, and the thing I noticed about him, sometimes he pretends to go up, and then he passes.
Yeah.
So he kind of does the same thing Luka does a little bit, kind of look
He's
guys
scary.
open.
He's a scary player. He's a very scary player because, like, you can see, he creates this opportunity where you see the defenders, they all lapse towards him, right? Because they kind of want to, they know this guy can body through one or two defenders. So you kind of have to collapse on him, which opens up Anthony Black and Tristan Silva to get those 3-point shots.
Facts, and the Magic really need this because this defense is ranked what bottom. they're like bottom like 6 or 7 defense. I think they're number 25 in their
The Orlando Magic,
no, yeah. I mean their offense. Their offense is
their
actually a
offense is not good.
yeah, it's a
So
bottom
you
tier
need someone to
offense.
create shots. Yes.
Correct.
And they don't have much of guys who can create shots aside of him and Banchero. And Banchero, unfortunately, is injured. So we get plays like this, and I think another clip, like where you see Paul, like Franz, he's much more confident in creating his own shot. And one thing you have to give him is flowers. He's much more comfortable in taking those 3-point shots. Where last year you saw mental lapse. Even in the Olympics, you saw a lot of mental lapse with him.
Hmm. So yeah, now he gets the steal right here, and he actually doesn't no look.
Yeah,
Like he's real comfortable even in transition passing the ball. Like
yeah.
he.
Right. So
Hmm.
continue on. His full court game is impressive, bro. Like, just his help defense. Obviously, his help defense was great in that possession, but just his vision on the full court is what really differentiates Franz and what makes him into a star in today's NBA. Is his ability to see everybody on the court, his ability to open up plays for other players, his ability to just get a steal or rebound and just run, just make the player like have the players along with you run in full sprints, opening shots for everyone. That's what makes Franz special this season. That's what changes Franz this year. I think that's what changes everything for him in the Orlando Magic.
Correct. See it again.
No, he creates opportunities for both Anthony Black and Mo Wagner.
Correct. So Christian right here,
Oh,
he hedges, right? And
yeah,
so he stays patient right here, and he actually
yeah,
he actually floats it up, and
yeah, and it opens the floor up for Mo Wagner to get a shot.
hmm
But you see, even if Mo Wagner decided to pass, Anthony Black would have been open because D'Lo's attention was on Mo Wagner.
yeah. So Christian right here, he hedges, and then he
But
basically attacks his man on the hedge right here. D'Lo's too small. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
Wagner again. Wagner's height, man, like he just allows him to see the court just like Luca,
yeah,
and he knows D'Lo's exposed right here. He's compromised
yeah.
because Black was open. So D'Lo,
Black is open, and
hmm
the rim is open for Mo to get a dunk.
yeah, it's easy. But yeah,
Yeah.
they really need this. Do you think? Do you think when they go back and Paolo comes back, because they both kind of operate in the same position right here? Do you think Franz is going to be allowed to operate like this, or do you think how's it going to look like? Because it
Well, I
seems like
think
he's
what's
getting
gonna
comfortable.
happen. Yeah, that's the scary part. That's the part I like their coaching staff. I I think he's a really Jamal Mosley. I believe he's a very talented coach. So I'm kind of hoping he'd make it work. But I think what they could do is maybe have since your offense is weak overall. What I would imagine what would happen is when Paulo's on the bench, like one of them has to be on the court at all times, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So if Pablo's on the bench, then Franz plays. If Franz is on the bench, then Pablo plays. But also Franz is a good off-ball player too, and that's what makes him like I said, a complete player. Where I think a lot of the responsibilities that you could see Pablo taking, you could see Franz being able to play a little bit of off ball and maybe make an extra pass. I think there's a lot of promise that Franz has shown.
Yeah, he also with his passing, I want to say like he even could pass out of the high post, like in a post up position, like
Where he shoots it off the dribble. You're talking
yeah,
about this one against
yeah.
what Josh was it Josh Green guarding him?
Yeah, so he beats him off the dribble, right? Wow,
Yes.
it's a pretty large player to be doing this once again. And
Yeah.
man, imagine if Paolo just really develops like a 3-point shot, or just his shooting just goes up crazy. Like this is a really nasty combination to have right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has good patience. See, once he gets in a tight space like this, like once he gets around the high post, he always makes sure that he touches the paint. That way, once the defense fully collapses, he's tall enough at his height to see everything, just like Luka, and he starts
Yeah.
just working out his magic. Like
He
look,
has good body control.
yeah. So he basically, in a way, allows the Magic to get easier offense because guys are really not knocking down shots like that. But
You
look,
see, like Cole Anthony and Mo Wagner, both of them are open, or like both of them have space to either get a dunk off the baseline or
mhm.
shoot a good looking three.
Yeah. So right here, again, he's just staying patient with it.
Because you see, Josh Green and Cody Martin, they're both collapsing on Franz Wagner in that play, and then that opens up the floor for either like Anthony Black, and we just saw obviously Mo Wagner cut to baseline. Like he's just great at opening the floor up, and I think you didn't show his scoring abilities, but I think that's what also draws him and makes him into a threat on the offensive end. Is like you can't really like that's why there's so much attention to detail when he's on the court.
Yeah, the 3-point shooting, I don't know if he shot like that before. I don't remember him shooting like that before.
No,
Maybe he just got more reps, and that's just what it is. All right, so right here, this is the game winner against the Lakers.
yeah,
So they hedge off the screen, or did they?
yeah.
Let me see.
I don't know. Like my 3 years watching him, I never really seen him that comfortable shooting a three.
Yeah, I'm noticing Lakers have AD on him.
Yeah,
This is Cam Reddish right here, I assume.
yeah. That's Cam Reddish. So
So yeah,
what I think happened is I think they were assuming that he'd drive in.
yeah, so Cam
Yeah,
hedged, and of course, this is Suggs on the pop out.
yeah.
He's not he's not really a 3-point threat like that.
No,
But 1-on-1 with Kim, yeah, he kind of damn it, I did not expect that. I don't think the Laker fans expected that either.
no, bro. I didn't expect that. I didn't think Franz would shoot that three. I was assuming he'd drive in, but he also didn't have the time to drive in. So I thought he'd force a good bad three. But he was able to get a quality three off of that play, off of his off the dribble play.
Hmm. Yeah, the 3-point shooting during this 10-game stretch, I'm not gonna lie, it's been one of the highlights of this Magic offense.
Yeah.
That's been, at times a little bit steep, but the Magic, I believe they have like the second best offense. Let's see, I had it in the notes here.
Defense. They're
Defense,
one of
my
the best
bad.
defensive teams.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah. And I think with Banchero, I think their chemistry right now is good, but they're still young, so they're still figuring it out, right? But I also want to know like how they'll match up with each other. I think Pablo's much more comfortable with the ball, and rightfully so, he's a better player. But I think both of them, like the best hope is like with Franz Wagner's off-ball abilities that he'll fit well next to Paolo Banchero.
Yes, wait, when does Paulo come back?
I think Paulo. Let me see his time.
Yeah, the Magic have the second best defense, by the way.
He's out indefinitely, so there's no time.
Oh, there's no timetable. Damn. So
Yeah.
Franz is he's he's gonna be doing his thing, man, for a minute. He had one turnover against the Suns, by the way. Just one
Yeah.
turnover.
And I like the culture around Orlando. It reminds me a lot of Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah. But again, he's knocking out all kinds of 3-point shots. Step back,
Yeah.
catch and shoot. I think that's really catching teams off guard because they don't really expect this Magic's offense to kind of
Because he's a drive-in guy.
Yeah.
Throughout his career, he's driving in. He's shooting mid-range jumpers, and I think that's where kind of like that's where Orlando in the past has collapsed, especially last season. But now you're seeing he's willing to shoot those threes. It may not go in all the time, but he's willing. He's comfortable enough to like, fuck it, shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think he is a complete player because of his off-ball abilities.
Yeah.
Like right now, he doesn't really have much players to play off of,
Mm-hmm.
but he's shown that he can be an off-ball ability when he's next to Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, right here, he's not afraid to pull up. Defender goes under the
Yeah.
screen, and instantly he pulls up.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm telling you, this is man, this is like a new man right here.
100%, bro. He is an impressive player, bro. Can you find any clips of this? Like, do you have any clips of the ball?
Of him moving off the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't put that. Just put like a couple of 3-point shots. I got more of his playmaking, even though, because really he had like a few games where the 3-point shot was really good, but for the most part, his playmaking is what really stood out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This highlight right here. So him right here being so big, his ability once again to get in the paint, just touch the paint, because we all know the
And
Magic. The Magic just have all their players, for the most part, they have a lot of guys who kind of play big. Like once he
yeah.
touches the paint, guys, and he swings it out, guys could just attack because there's really not that much closeout space, man. Like he just draws so
Yeah.
much attention. Like look at AD right here, he's caught in a restricted area.
And you see, Reeves is struggling to guard him one-on-one.
Yeah, it's just too much size and skill and abilities to
Yeah.
just keep touching the paint every time and kicking out. I could imagine for Orlando, if KCP comes through with the shooting, if they really get
Yeah.
shooters, this shit could be deadly.
This shit, exactly. I think the thing is Orlando lacks shooting, but the thing is they have guys who know how to cut to the basket and play off of them, which creates a lot of good opportunities for that team.
Let's see one more of him passing. He's passing from everywhere. So yeah, right here again, him passing out of the high post. Look how everyone just collapses on him. But he stays patient through that because again, it's just a beautiful combination of size and
Yeah.
skill, man. And just
And
look at
straight.
that. Yeah. Just look at that. Stays patient. And again, just like Luka, you can see everything.
And you know what you notice about all of these plays, right? Is you can never throw a singular defender at him, which makes him extra scary once Benchero's back. Because now you have to put a singular defender on him because you can't leave Benchero open.
Now you can't. Man, I don't know how they're gonna. I feel like I don't want to say his role is gonna be kind of diminished. I don't know. They gotta work that out. Like, cause
They're gonna have to work it out with timing, bro.
yeah, or maybe the substitutions. Like
Yeah,
maybe sub out uh Franz like earlier and then have Paolo play until like the last 3 minutes and then sub in Franz and have him play with the other unit. So he could be more in that role and then combine them for like the last before you have all the starters back in. Do
yeah.
like a few minutes with them combined. But yeah, like
Because
this.
they have good chemistry together,
Mhm.
but it's just gonna be hard as both of them keep developing their game.
See one more with the pass. Yeah, but again, it's really with the passing that stood out to me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, his passing's incredible, bro. I was watching that Lakers game. I'm like, holy shit, I don't recognize this Franz Wagner. Because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've written about Franz Wagner like 3 times, right? And
Mhm.
every time I've highlighted his kind of frustrations and weaknesses, but at the same time, I've never really acknowledged his strengths of his passing abilities.
This is another one that stood out to me.
Ooh, that's a nice pass.
Yeah, you see how he stays patient.
Yeah. And the team throws a double team at him.
Mhm.
Despite the double team, Jalen Suggs is open. Now the defense has to go back and try to close him off.
Yeah, look at that. He hedged, complete hedge right here.
Yeah.
Two, he steps
And great
back.
screen.
He
Yeah.
he could have easily just tossed it over like this.
And once again, great screen by Goga. He could have committed and
Mhm.
maybe get a dunk, right? But just great screen by Goga. Dude, those two great. Him, all his bigs have great chemistry with the Franz. His brother Mo and Goga, they have great chemistry with him.
Yeah, right here he kind of does like a little tap. Kind of
Yeah.
he like as soon as he felt his defender about to hedge his screen, yeah, he kind of taps Booker in the back. And now you would
Yeah.
expect Franz to just dump it over, but he stays
Yeah.
patient. He stays patient through this.
But even if he passed it to Goga, it still would open opportunity for Suggs in the corner too,
Oh yeah,
because the defender
definitely.
would have to relapse or
But again, it's great combination of size, skill, strength.
IQ, everything.
Yeah, it's just reading the game. But again, like sometimes when Paolo comes back, like he's not gonna have, you know, as many practices at this.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be interesting. The map. I mean, not, I'm about to say the maps. The Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, the Magic. That I don't know. This offense got to get a bigger boost than 25, number 25. Like, come on. But that defense, man, is no joke. Number 2 in the
Yeah, the
league.
defense is no joke. The thing is, I think they only have two offensive firepower, right? And
Hmm.
they're kind of banking on KCP as they've been healthy throughout the season, but they're kind of banking on him to kind of be an off-ball player, off-ball scorer.